Hello, it's that time again. Video log number 26. Bloody hell. Okay, well, we'll start of course with the background. Just a simple moving leafy background for leaf fall season. Link in the description as usual now. So yeah, the videos I usually find, oh, excuse me, I've got sound with them as well. They're sort of relaxing type videos. Usually very long. I just clip a small bit out. I hope I clipped enough for this one because there's quite a bit to cover. Okay, so where will we begin? The new cycle lanes popping up. What an utter farce. So they spend millions of pounds on these pop-up cycle lanes, which are anything but pop-up. They cordon off roads. They resurface to a blue. It's a nice blue, but that's not the point. And then they have both sides. You've got two directions on the cycle lane on one side of the road. So if you're coming up a cycle lane, you're turning away from where you are. So for instance, if you're coming along Newport Road and you want to turn left, you've got no chance because the cycle lane's on the right hand side of the road as you are. I will never ever use a cycle lane that's on the wrong side of the road. That's bloody dangerous. Also, they've got those crossings straight across to bus stops. Bus stops to bus, which is in the outside lane from the cycle lane. And again, absolutely ridiculous. What could possibly go wrong? You can have an empty bus stop, a distracted Uber Eats or Deliveroo rider. You can have a bus stop there, people getting off, and it's going to be Skittles. Bloody ridiculous. Whoever dreamt up this scheme and everybody who approved it needs certifying. Seriously, all that money to make the roads more dangerous. Oh dear God. Right, I say dear God and I'm an atheist. We can say it. What the hell. Okay, so Royal Mail have been an ass again. I ordered something off, I bought something off eBay. It wasn't arriving. It wasn't arriving. It's that in Space Invaders. It just wasn't arriving. So in the end, I ended up phoning them, complaining. I made it clear I was not having a go at the person I was speaking to. It was purely aimed at the company. No foul language. Does not do well in real complaints. And I told Royal Mail a new one. We've had great service since. The next day everything that was missing had arrived. Space Invader arrived. I made a little video on this and the mod I made. See, the battery cover is the next thing I want to go for. I want to completely refurbish the battery area because it has been repaired, but things like the sticking up in the air where it's been heavily soldered and melted in. But it's a task for sort of restoration. Can't use batteries and I daren't use batteries and power supply together. You've got a parallel 9 volts. Okay, should be okay, but I'm not going to risk it. So, Invader mod successful. Royal Mail complaint successful. Now, what else? I've been buying a few books lately. Okay, this was a pre-order. There's not much green on this, so this was a pre-order from Kurzgesagt. Immune. It's huge. It's massive. Now, it is illustrated, as you can see, but for the usual piss taker, no, it's not full of illustrations. However, this one is a comic book. It's an adult comic book. That does not mean it's pornographic. There is a bit of green on there. It's War and Peas. Now, War and Peas is an online webcomic, which they made a book. And it's funny. I like it. So, that's the 2 books I've got this month. Now, we had a little bit of a problem earlier in this, since the last vlog. The washing machine just stopped working. EO4, I think it was. So I went looking online, because these things aren't in the manual, and noticed it was a block drainage. So I went and flooded the kitchen. I knew it would be a flooded kitchen, and it took me a while to mop it back up again, but it did fix the problem completely. So yes, one to me. Okay, kitchen floor, bap. But all it was I had to take out the filter at the bottom right of the machine. Machine was half full. Oh, that went over the floor. Clean it out, swirl it under the sink, wash it up, mop the kitchen. Job done. Yes. That saves, well, we got warranty on that, but it does save a fair few. we do pile up a lot of washing with 6 of us here, so yeah, good to have it fixed. Now, first time in my life I've had the flu jab. Couldn't get that done at booked at the doctors, but as I said in my last vlog, I got it booked at the chemist, the local pharmacy. Done, and asked me all sorts of questions. God, it's my first flu jab. I've ever had it before, blah, blah, blah. Are you allergic to this? Are you allergic to that? And she said, you can look away if you want to. And oh, you're the one who looks. I did the same thing as I did with the COVID vaccine. Paracetamol straight after, every 4 hours for a day. And absolutely nothing, no side effects whatsoever. I couldn't even put down that it was hurting because it was only sort of a bit of a dead arm. If I stretched out or put any pressure on it. So yeah, that was I think that's a success. Now just to await my COVID booster. Now, I made the mistake of trying Scan As You Shop again with Tesco. On the third one, I'm there with my largest shop since I started doing it again. On the third one, just the third one, not 2, 3. Get my fingers. No dexterity there, is there? Okay, so the third one, I got a Tetris pack. And a backpack, so I'm packed up well. To take anything out now will be a nightmare. Tagged. Waits for the assistant to finish what she's doing with another customer, and she disappears. So I just put the Scan As You Shop thing back because it hadn't registered until yet, and I just took everything out of the bags and trolley and just scanned it myself. I will never use Scan As You Shop again, with the exception of the Christmas shop, because that's chaos anyway. But no, I'm never going to use Scan As You Shop again. I'm targeted. I'm absolutely paranoid. Whether it's randomness or not, I feel targeted. Yeah, it's just overzealous. A good idea. Some people don't like it because it takes jobs away. It does in some places, but they're going to do that anyway. But it doesn't, it just overzealous. It's pointless when you've got to be scanned every other time you go there. Okay, now that with that out of the way, Operation Snap. Now I've always said that don't bother reporting because the police don't do anything. Well, the other day I was cut up in such a way, and when I passed, there was no regret. It was 2 fingers up. So I reported it to Operation Snap. The next day, I had a response. We're going to take positive action, blah, blah, blah. They can't tell you what because of GDPR. And no need to keep the footage. Great, that'll be in the next video. So I thought, well, the day after that, I had somebody who was even worse. Van driver, inches past me, would have hit me with his wing mirror if it hadn't been a van. And after, I noticed something as he was passing at the time, but I was in a bit of shock at the time. I did yell out an obscenity. The passenger flicked ash over me as they passed. That went to Operation Snack and it was actioned the same day. Keep the footage. So, it looks like the more serious ones now are going to be reported because they actually take action. Quickly too. So yeah, that is a positive thing. So if you want to be a complete tit on the road, past me, be aware, you could get into trouble for it. You know, just behave decently. The vast majority of motorists are decent on the roads. Just the 1 or 2 that's bad. And the 2 with me were bloody dangerous. Absolutely bloody dangerous. And that needs to stop. I feel less and less safe all the time. It's getting worse and worse. I feel as though I'm going to die as on the roads one day. Because the standard of driving is absolutely abysmal. Anyway, with that out of the way, More bad news. My pointer brewing system, it died. Now I suspected it died 2 weeks ago when I clipped it up and I heard it go clunk. It snapped the inside. The inside barrel came loose from the outside container, and we've got kitty cats and interrupting kitty cats. My sidekicks are at it again, but the inside came loose. So I finished off the brew, popped it into the cupboard, reported it to Pinter so they knew what was coming. Try it again now in a week when I condition it. Tried it again in a week and it was a mess. Everything you could see the yeast leaking out from the carbonation dial. So I wasn't confident. Told there was a lot of liquid as well rather than just yeast in the brewing dock. So told Pinter again. They said, well, when you tap it, let us know. When I tapped it, I got a half a glass out, even with the carbonation dial turned, and it was rancid, flat. So after a bit of going back videos, they're replacing it. They've already replaced the brew, and they're replacing the Pinter. Now the Pinter 2, which is what you can get from this side, is twice the price of the one I got. So personally, I will be getting a Pinter 2, and when the Pinter 1 goes, that'll be it. But they do have good support. So anybody who does decide to get one, you can rest assured that they do have very good customer support. Okay, now last but probably very least, I was getting Twitch ads on channels I subscribe to, even my own. So I contacted Twitch support. I've been very busy the last few weeks. It's still continuing. I'm over that now. I appear to have gotten over the fatigue stage. I have been taking iron tablets just in case it is an iron deficiency, but I appear to be over the fatigue stage. I was fine yesterday. I feel fine today. Might not look it. Do I look tired? Anyway, I was getting Twitch ads on my own channel. I was getting Twitch ads. So contacted Twitch support, and one of the things they mentioned was an ad blocker could trigger it. Well, yeah, it blocks certain things, so perhaps it could. Turned the ad blocker off, tested it many times since, and yeah, ad blockers. Ad blockers do the exact opposite on Twitch. I'm using the Brave browser with its built-in ad blocker. I don't know what it'd be like with other ad blockers because I don't have them. You know, there's no point in putting plugins you're not going to use. Yeah, weird. But it worked to disable the ad blocking for the site, and everything was fine. Now Twitch is fine, they don't overdo with ads, so yeah, I don't mind disabling. Ad blockers, if a site, this is for all creators out there, web creators, if a site has decent number of ads, I don't mind disabling the ad blocker. But when you get pounded with video ads and the page takes 3 times longer to load just because there's video ads and there's, 90% of the web content is ads. Nah. That's why ad blockers exist. So yeah, discrete ads throughout are going to get more results from me regarding ad blockers. Now, I know I've used ad blockers for a long time, which is why I subscribe. One of the reasons I subscribe to YouTube Premiere, because it still gives content creators some revenue from my views, because I don't begrudge them that. Anyway, I don't need ad revenue. I do all this by a hobby. I got a full-time job. When I retire, I should have a decent pension. We shall see. I doubt if I'll ever go professional. I don't feel like a professional. So, again, we're done. Quite a long one this time. I said we had quite a lot to get through. What have we got so far? We've got 14 minutes and I've clipped 15 minutes, so it's just in time. So thank you for watching and listening to this nonsense. My rambling away again is over for another 3 weeks, and I'll catch you then. I hope I didn't knock the screen today for the green screen. Have a good one. Ta-ra now, and I'll catch you on the next one.